didn't actually come out here today to do a video, but I always have a walk around garden up at weekend and have a look for things that I might be able to use. Things that might save me a little bit of money on things like compost. While I'm walking around, and I came across this planter that we had last year, and we just had a few shallow rooted plants in this one. So all the compost that's in the bottom is not full of roots or anything like that. So it's still good compost. Just need to get rid of a few weeds that's grown in it and just aerate a little bit by churning it up. But while I am out here, I might as well just mention, in case you're not aware, that tonight the temperature's going to drop down to -1, and that's in Derbyshire area. So if you've got quite delicate plants in your greenhouses at the moment, like I have, a few peppers, a few tomatoes, also things like French beans, they don't like the cold. So you're going to need to cover those up with fleece once again. But your best option for things like tomatoes and peppers will be to take them indoors. So we're getting that a good churn around, and then I'm going to put a lot of fish blood and bone in it. Plenty of nutrients. And then I'll just top it off with some fresh compost. Now this planter's ready to go again, and at minimum cost. We just need to decide what we're going to put in it. And I think for today we'll stick to plants that grow really quick. We've already done a couple of salad planters and they're just starting to get to a point where you could start cutting leaves from them. Personally, I'd like them to get a little bit bigger first, but that one's well on its way now. So, succession sowing again. Now that one's reached that point, we'll start a new one. That's so we don't run out. And I've got a bit of mixed rocket. There's not much seed here, but we're going to add more than this. We're going to add different varieties of salad leaf. So just quickly broadcasting over the top. And I've also got one called Mesclun Mix. So we've got quite a few different types of seed there. So we'll get some of that on as well. And I'm making sure I get a good amount of seed on here. We're basically overseeding it to create that cut and come again planter. Some of these seeds are quite old, so they may not be viable. So I like to use them up on things like this, because then we can get rid of that packet, get some fresh. And because we're putting so many different varieties of seeds in this planter, we're definitely going to get something, while at the same time getting rid of any seeds that aren't viable, because we don't want to be wasting any time fruit season. So that's salad bowl green gone in there. I've got a few spinach seeds left in this packet as well, so we might as well get ourselves some baby spinach leaves. This packet has had the writing worn off it. It must have got wet at some point. I can just make out lettuce, but I don't know what kind. But again, they're old seeds, so we'll just put some on and see what happens. Could be green, it could be red, could be iceberg for all I know. But they're going on anyway. And I've got another type of spinach as well, and it's called Bloomsdale, and apparently it's a long-standing spinach. So we'll mix some of that in too. And then we'll add a bit of radish. We can still eat those just for leaves, and they'll give it a peppery taste as well. And then last, we'll add some beetroot as well, once again, for the salad leaves. So we're going to have a really good mixture of things in this planter. And because there's so many seeds gone onto this, we're definitely going to get something out on it. And I'll definitely have to give this a really light covering. because there's that many seeds in this area that as it grows, there's going to be so many seedlings trying to push up. If we don't make sure it's very light coating on top, what it will do is it will lift the entire surface of this compost up in one clump, and then it's going to make your plant look a right mess. So I avoid that by just giving it a dusting, just so seeds are covered. And we'll make sure we give this a really good watering. I've also got a spare piece of polycarb, and it's just right size for this container. Once we cut off this excess, and I'll save that bit we cut off because it's going to fit perfectly on top of this planter as well. So that's all now set up, and we're putting this on top obviously to retain moisture within this planter until those seeds germinate, but also to stop mice getting in here and digging everything up, because they will do, searching for something that they can eat. And this will stop that happening, while at the same time helping to germinate those seeds that bit quicker. So, as this salad planter becomes ready for harvest, we'll start taking cuttings from it, and we'll be able to do that for quite a few weeks until that's exhausted. By which time, this planter will have the same amount of growth, if not more, with it being a little bit warmer, as that one has got now. So, we're basically succession planting. So between now and the end of the season, we're never going to be without fresh salad. And more importantly, we don't have to go and buy it with those prices increasing week by week. Anyway, thank you very much for watching this video. I always appreciate it. And don't forget about that -1 weather warning that we've got coming. So do whatever you need to do to protect those tender plants. And if you're interested in seeing what we're going to be doing this coming week, please hit that subscribe button and press that notifications bell. And we'll see you then. Take care.